Good morning to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil, and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the British pound versus US dollar first. This is something that I was speaking in the last couple of days. So a short midterm perspective, plenty of potential for the upside. We do have actually quite important event in the 2 days official bank rate. So we have in the UK and monetary policy summary. So this will be like a very important event for the British pound. But as I said, also from as long as the market can trade and hold above 1.2, let's say 400 area. My view is absolutely for the upside, and for the upside objectives in terms of for the upside references. And we have 1.2 977 mark, we have a 1.370 area, and the 100% expansion all the way at 1.3850 area. So far, I can see just a normal reaction, normal pullback. A market near have also important intraday support for today is around 1.2. I will say 1.2 590, 95, that area, 1.290 area. So, and we can see that market try to trade a little lower and now get back into the upside environment is a very strong. Overall dollar index is and US dollar is under the big pressure. And I still see the British pound short midterm speaking to the upside. Speaking of the gold market, again, nothing changed since last couple of days. Market is still building higher lows. The news basically just shaked out some late buyers and trapped sellers on the way down. Overall, the trend is absolutely to the upside, and it's a very powerful upside trend and regime that the gold is trading. So, as I also said, I don't think that this top at 2078 will be the top that will hold for long. So I can see this retest at least of 2078, but also potential for 2145 and even further, depend of the momentum, depend of how the things will unfold. But from my perspective, retest of 2078 and then potential for the ups at least towards 2145 can be in the play on the gold short midterm speaking. And as long the gold can trade above the let's say 1975 and hold above, the upside is in control and the buyers are in control on this market. Speaking of the crude oil, we had a 3 days up, so market is in a very important pivot level. I will also show you on the how it looks like on the 2-hour time frame. So there was like 61.8 retracement. There is 100% expansion from this swing here. We see some bear crosses. So also the cluster of the lows around 74 mark. So either the market to just go from here and maybe even to do some kind of the retest of this area and then to go something like this. But overall, as long the market can sustain below 74, there is a chance for the downside movement. And from my perspective, at least to the price to go back towards the 69 area, or maybe even to test this pin bar tail area, 67, 66.50 area. So only the market can break and hold above 70, I will say 74.50 area and hold above, then we can open the door for 77 mark. At this point, there is a cluster of the lows which can act like resistance. There is a Fibonacci numbers is here, 100% expansion, 61.8 retracement. We have the downside environment overall on the crude oil, and we also had a 3 days up already. So I will expect the downside day potentially to even retest the previous day low, and this is the area where we might see the rotation back down around this area. Either the market again can just go from here and build, and or just try to retest the high, even maybe a little break and then go lower, or simply just go from this area lower as well. That's the option. This high, the buyers didn't have a power to test the high, so it's already a big sign of weakness, and there's a break of the trend line. So definitely the downside potential is on there on the crude oil. Short term speaking, that'll be all for this update, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. Trade safe as always, and speak to you from tomorrow morning.